Welcome back to Malachi's Journey to Financial Freedom. This is our December profits review. We are reviewing the profits from two bots, the Valerie Trading Portfolio Mode and the Scalper. All right, this is the on Ox. We're running the Scalper. We're running the what was the Euro USD Scalper, and we're running that on the odd CAD pair for right now. And what you'll see is, first off, no trades after December 17th. And that's important. It doesn't pull data until it makes the trade. So it's not showing the true drawdown. And I'm disappointed in that. This is probably my own fault for not running a MyFX bot that pulls the data consistently. What you'll also see is that I started this account with $1,000 and now there's $5,000 in there. Well, I made some deposits to cover it, probably more than I needed to. I ended up making $5,300 into, well, $4,300 in deposits. I had 1,000 to start with. And the reality is, it did make 11% this month, but the drawdown was way too high for what I wanted. And it was just, had I been watching it at the time, I would have solved the problem. But I looked at it at one point and said, no, I'm going to let this go and try and do its own thing. And I shouldn't have. I should have just gone ahead and intervened, but I really wanted it to work on its own. And on this chart, what you're going to see is right around the 17th, and maybe I should have just turned it off pre-Christmas. I don't know. But we started in this downward trend here, and it picked up quite a bit of this downward trend. And then it actually ended up setting the take profit right there, about zero point 0.9. It was just a little higher. Then we moved down to 0.9, and this right here missed it. And I'm not sure what this wick is. We're looking at the 4-hour chart. That wick on the January 6th, I do believe would have closed it out. Had I left it alone, eventually it would have closed itself out. It would not have blown the account, but I didn't know that. So basically, our profit was right about here. We were into the full 40 trades. So me being the brilliant person that I think I am sometimes, said, I will not only add money, which I did, and I'll show you I put that money in, but then I'm going to open it up for more trades. And what you'll see here is it's showing that the margin shot way up, the margin being used in December 16th. I don't know why it didn't pull the data after the 16th. So what you'll see first is that the growth, solid growth up. I started manually closing trades when the market opened again after New Year's. And I was able to recover most of that profit. You'll notice we didn't have a huge balance, but I just started doing manual closing of the trades. And we have had profit since then. Quite a bit of profit actually since then. We're still moving up. But it's not really showing that drawdown that it had right in this time frame. For whatever reason, it didn't pick that up. So what you see is after I made the deposit on December 31st, I did edit this to allow more grids with the assumption that, okay, there's more money in there. So I will go ahead and allow more grids so it can close this out. The problem was that it started back over and opened up 2.01 lot trades, and then it went to 0.6 lot trades, which it never should have done, and I don't know why. So that is the problem with using a EA that is not one that we wrote ourselves. But we did end up with two open lots that were 0.6 each, and then it continued to drop, and it kind of made me panic. So I went ahead and started handling it manually. In the end, it would have been fine. We ended up with way larger drawdown because of that. It was even worse. But we ended up with a way larger drawdown than I wanted. I was able to fix it. We closed those for profits. And now what I'm doing on this is since I'm going to leave the money in there, we made a total of 5,300 in deposits. I may pull 300 out just to make it around 5,000 to make it easy for me. Maybe not, but I'm now running the Euro Scalper and the Odd CAD Scalper on the same account. both with the starting lot of 0.01. And Euro Scalper is running the standard, and the Odd Scalper is still running my 40 grids with a 1.05 multiplier. So this is the Valerie trading portfolio mode. I'm running this on Plexy Trade. It's a 1 to 300 account on MetaTrader 4. This was been a solid bot. It doesn't trade a whole lot during Christmas. So it really didn't trade after these trades. December 24th, I believe it closed some trades, and it just started opening trades again a few days ago. I think she has that programmed in as a holiday, and I think you have to turn holiday trading on to avoid that. And I completely forgot to do that, so I didn't. So we made 3.43% with just under 1% drawdown. $81 profit on an original $2,000 account. I'm completely good with that. So far, I have not had to intervene at all with this since we restarted it in September. I'm really good with that 3.5%. I am trying to target about 5%, but I'll take 3.5% with low drawdown. So those are the reviews. Keep in mind, don't necessarily look at the dollar amount. Do look at the percentages. We went way high on the drawdown on the OddCAD scalper. Now, I did talk to 3 or 4 other people in the community. None of them had that happen. And really, when I went back and looked at the action and movement, it was very specific to the price point and the take profit. And they came so close so many times and just missed it. So I don't know if that maybe adjusting the multiplier slightly to make it a little higher risk, but also to move that take profit faster would work. I know one of the guys in the community is running a 1.1 multiplier as opposed to a 1.05, and his closed out the trades with 0 issues. Luckily, one of the recovery techniques when you're running something like this is to have money available to back up your trades until they can come back to money, or then to hedge or start something else that trades and then manually close the losing trades. So that's always an option, but just know that this isn't always something that just runs autonomously on its own. We are testing some other bots, the Go Baby Crypto bot, which is a spot trader. This moved to that live. So next month, we will start showing the results for that, as well as the Peak bot. I actually stopped that because of the holidays and because I got flagged for pattern day trading. Part of that was my fault. Part of that was the bot's fault, and part of that was Schwab's fault. So I'm going to maybe open up a completely separate account so as not to cause an issue with that trades versus my options trades. That's December's review. Luckily, we didn't lose any money. We made a little bit of money. We will come back at the end of January and we'll review all of our live projects. Until then, stay safe, make money, and be healthy. I'll see you on the next one.